Hello everyone, I am Tikeshwari Pradhan. Today I am going to teach you a human physiological system, that is nervous system. So let's start about the nervous system. Nervous system is the part of an human body that is coordinates its behavior and transmitted signal between different body areas. Nervous system is a complex of interconnected systems. It provided information about changing in both internal and external environments. All the cellular level, the nervous system is defined by the presence of a special type of cell is called neuron and also known as nerve cell. Nervous system are found in almost all multicellular animal. So let's start about the structure of nervous system. The nervous system has two components, the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. Nervous system is made of the brain, spinal cord and nerves. The peripheral nervous system consists of sensory neurons, ganglia, and nerves that connected to one and another end of the central nervous system. So let's start about the function of nervous system. The nervous system has two main subdivisions, the somatic or voluntary component and the automatic or involuntary components. The automatic nervous system regulates certain body processes such as blood pressure and the rate of the breathing. The work without conscious effect. The somatic system consists of nerves that connect to the brain and spinal cord with muscles and sensory receptor in the skin. The nervous system has three broad functions, that is sensory input, information processing and motor output. In nervous system, the neuron cell body, dendrites, axon, impulse transmission are present. So let's talk about cell body. The cell body integrate information from the dendrites and other synaptic input in determining the messages to be transmitted to other cells. Dendrites. Nerve cell has extensive process is called dendrites. These are occupied large surface area of the nerves. Axon. The long thread-like part of a nerve cell along which its impulses are connected from the cell body to other cell. So let's start about the types of neurons. There are three types of neurons present in a human body, that is sensory neurons, motor neuron and interneuron. So let's start about the sensory neuron. Sensory neurons are the nerve cells that are activated by sensory input from the environment. Example, when you touch a hard surface with your fingertips. So let's start about motor neuron. Motor neuron of the spinal cord are part of the central nervous system and connected to the muscles, glands and organs throughout the body. Interneurons. Interneurons are the one of the between the connection of the spinal motor and sensory nervous, transforming the signal between sensory and motor neurons can also communicate with the body. So let's start about the types of neurons. There are three types of neurons present in a human body, that is sensory neurons, motor neuron and interneuron. So let's start about the sensory neuron. Sensory neurons are the nerve cells that are activated by sensory input from the environment. Example, when you touch a hard surface with your fingertips. So let's start about the nervous system. Nervous system are divided into two types. There are central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. So let's start about central nervous system, that is known as CNS. The central nervous system controls most function of the body and mind. It consists of two parts of the body, the brain and spinal cord. These organs work together to integrate and coordinate sensory and motor information of the purpose of controlling the various tissue, organ and organ system of the body. The CNS is responsible for higher nervous function such as memory, learning and emotion. Brain. Brain weight about 3 pounds in adult. It consists of 1000 billion nerves. It is divided in four parts, that is cerebellum, diencephalon, brainstem and cerebellum. Brainstem. Brainstem made of the midbrain, pons and medulla. Midbrain involved with various reflex neurons located between the midbrain and the medulla controls certain respiratory function. Medulla consists center that regulated heart and lungs functioning, sweating, vomiting and aging. Cerebellum area that coordinates the muscles movement to maintain posture, balancing the muscles tone. Spinal cord extend from the medulla oblongata of the brain to the area around the first lumbar vertebra in the lower back. Nerves from the principal nervous system extend out from the spinal cord. Let's start about the peripheral nervous system. It's known as PNS. Peripheral nervous system is divided into somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. In somatic nervous system, responsible for the receiving and processing sensory input from the skin, muscles, joints, eyes, nose and ear, as well as exit the voluntary contraction of the skull and muscles. Autonomic nervous system carries impulse from the central nervous system, ganglia, various somatic muscles, cardiac muscles and various membrane. It stimulates the glands and organ. Thank you.